All right, guys. Today I'm going to talk about how to price rank and rents. Yeah. So if you guys want more of these episodes, please comment rank and rent for the YouTube algorithm. Yesterday's episode was a banger. All right, a lot of comments. I think I got a lot of down votes or thumbs down from yesterday's video. Guys, I'm just reporting what I'm seeing, and I'm telling you exactly what I'm trying. There are sites where I've done it the right way, and far and away is just something that is done in public, and I'm just reporting it. So there's no need to hate. And some of the people who are giving like constructive criticism is great. I actually like that. So we'll discuss that today. And gotta get on the creatine. Here we go. All right, let's go. Alrighty, so yesterday we did roughly 4.1K in total revenue. Amazon at 2K, Mediavine at $8.50, Fanfield and Sell Health at $88, and OnlyFans at roughly, $1,100. Not much to say. We're up slightly. It was a Sunday, but Sundays are historically high, so I'm not too optimistic. But I'll be fine. Let's look at granular numbers real quick. Alrighty, so yesterday total ordered revenue 37.5K. Really good day, but as always, it's a Sunday, so let's take a look at previous Sunday, also a high. You see, like every Sunday it jumps slightly. So yeah, nothing, don't get too excited type of thing. Yesterday also commissions on the 14th, which is also a Sunday, also high, 137. I'll take that. We'll take that. Yeah, let's talk about today's episode. I'm really excited about it. All right, guys. So I get this question a lot. Today, you're going to want to, for sure, sign up for the first link in the description to get the formula here. So here's how I price rank and rents. I get this question so often that I have to make a video for it because it's getting ridiculous. No hate to the people asking. But it's just a good way to think about it, right? So the formula for pricing rank rents, there's a couple things you have to understand. Is you have to understand their margins and their average order value. just so you can work out the formula. All right. So the formula goes like this: search volume times click-through rate times conversion rate, which is calculated via form fill rate, which is like viewers, what is it? Number of leads divided by viewers of that page. For example, if you get 1,000 hits a month and 100 people fill out the form on your rank and rent, then it's a 10% fill rate, right? And client conversion is industry dependent, but you can just use 5%. So lead to client ratio. So pretty much what that means is someone fills out a form, what percentage of people convert to an actual paying client? You could just use 5% as like a conservative estimate in the beginning. And let's say you have to figure out average order value. So for example, how much is a new roof in Vancouver? And then you calculate their margins, which you can estimate. You can just Google, be like, what are the margins of a roofing company? I came up with 25%. That's just very rough. Could be higher, could be lower. And then you just slap on a multiplier, which is like either 50%, or you could even give them more, right? You could even give them like the lower you go. So if you want to be nice, you could do 25% instead of 50%, right? So let's calculate this. Vancouver roofing as a keyword. If I ranked number 1 for that, CTR at position 1 is roughly 30%. You can Google what's the CTR based on positions on Google. And you can also see the CTR on Google Search Console. So you don't actually need the search volume multiplied by CTR, or if you already have the number of visits on your rank and rents. For example, if you get 1,000 hits a month, then you'll just replace this with 1,000 instead of multiplying 2,900 by 0.3, right? So if you have 1,000 hits a month, you just go 1,000 times 15% times 5% times 20K times 25% times 50%, like that. But yeah, anyways, form fill rate, as mentioned before, if you're good landing page, if you already know your form fill rate, then you don't have to calculate this. I just use 15% as like, just like as a formula. So if you know, like, okay, so from 1,000 hits a month, I get 100 leads. Then you can calculate how much, you just multiply 100 by lead to client ratio, which is 5%, multiplied by AOV, multiplied by margin, multiplied by just a padded margin, right? So if you know that you get 100 leads a month, if you get 100 leads a month, you can just calculate that, right? So 100 times AOV, which is 20K, times margins at 25% times like a padded margin of 50%. So let's calculate that, right? So 100 times 20K times 25% of that times, 100 leads a month is at 5% conversion rate. So it's 5 leads per month times 20K times 25% times 50%. You could roughly charge, so 100 times, I forgot to do 5%. That's why the math wasn't mathing. So you could roughly charge 12.5K per month as like a rank and rent. And this is like, it swings up and down, right? So if you want to be nicer and you want to give them more margins, you could do 100 times 0.5 times 20K times 0.25 times 0.25. It could be 6K a month, right? If you want to give them more margins. Like this is just how you get to like a starting number, and you can show them, right? Yeah, so that's pretty much how I come up with the pricing. And obviously you can just make this around 5K a month, right? And then just tell them we can deliver 100 leads a month. You see all the numbers, right? So I think this is just a formula on how I come up with a starting number. And you just always just go lower. A good point is this video is just so you have a point to start with. And then you can even multiply this 50% instead of 50%, you can do 10%. You want to give them 90% margin? Sure, do that, right? Or like 90% profit, do that. It's just, if you do 25%, you know what other people are willing to pay because you already included the margins, right? So like, for example, if I rank for Vancouver roofing, I'd probably start off at 3K a month. I'd fill it immediately. And then I'd start talking to competitors, be like, hey, yo, you do want this? It's yours for 5K a month. And then you just let them bid each other out, right? Ethically, not great, but we're out here to make money, all right? So if you guys like today's episode, comment, rank and rant for the YouTube algorithm. Appreciate it, guys. And I'm going to answer some questions. There were some controversial questions from yesterday. Alrighty, so Joe said, just pulled up the Dolomite URL. That post is still there. Why would you expect them to revoke this manual action if you told them that these posts were removed, but anyone can still access them? By the way, the blog post content itself has no images, poor formatting, no bolds, italics, insets, or zero pizzazz. The post on Dolomite dinnerware comes in at just 511 words before FAQ begins. There's no visible effort in internal link or anything. I don't see what the value add is for a Google search user, just throwing it out there for debate purposes as much as anything. So post is still there, probably a cache issue. As shown yesterday, everything's in drafts. I mean, what can I do here, right? If you're gonna criticize the content quality, sure, I'm okay with that. As mentioned before, I'm not here as a value add for Google search users. I'm here to make money. And just as a trust me bro situation, I have currently still sites with worse content still ranking. This is not a Google algo penalty. It's a manual penalty. So I just want to show the audience how you can recover from something like that, right? So I've done every step. I've removed thousands of articles, submitted, rejected, fine. removed everything but 5 articles. Just want to see if I have any topical authority, if they believe that an e-com owner should be able to have if they believe we have the authority or insights to rank for something like that, fine. If they don't, we'll remove it. So I've removed it and I'm reporting what's going to happen next. Just throwing it out there for debate purposes as much as anything. I respect it. It's good. I think if we can't have a proper discussion, then you're just in an echo chamber, right? And then Bruno comes in and says, I think I might be getting shadow banned either by Google algorithm or by the owner of this channel. I had this posted this comment, but it's automatically deleted immediately. I'll write here to a comment just to see what happens. I have not been deleting comments. I don't do that. That's weird. Sorry, but I'm from Portugal. Clearly your blog posts don't reflect the ethos of your brand, which is to sell ceramic products and other artisanal items for which Portugal is renowned for. Fine. In my opinion, it is utterly inappropriate to list products like electric fryers, electric saws, drum sanders, pencil cases, especially with Amazon link, with Far Away brand is supposed to be about handmade ceramics from Portugal. I think quick answer to that is I think you are not the one who is to say anything is inappropriate. As mentioned, always we are capitalists through and through, especially in this channel. We're just trying to make money. All right. And if it's inappropriate, it's still my company, right? If you believe it's inappropriate, you can go create your own company if you like and stick with your ethos. I will continue to try to monetize this brand as much as possible. And isn't it inappropriate for us to list products that aren't artisanally made on Far and Away? Maybe to you, but we're going to keep doing it because we're the owner of the brand and not yours. Not you. Additionally, from my IP and several others using VPN, I can see the plethora of articles that makes no sense or even remotely related to the core business, which is Far and Away. These articles cover immensely diverse topics and are nothing but fluff. Yeah, because they're AI generated. I've encountered at least 7 pages, each listing 10 such articles. Took a look at your sitemap.xml, confirms that something is off, that these topics have nothing to do with Portuguese ceramics. Due to this content manipulation and nonsensical articles that have nothing to do with ceramics, Google has permanently blacklisted you. That's not true because as shown in the video, they only blacklisted the subdirectory, and I've tested in another subdirectory it's ranking. So sorry, this is not a permanent blacklist. It's a subdirectory ban. It's clear that no matter how many posts you remove, this domain is burned. As mentioned, not true. It's considered merely a game of cat and mouse by them, and there's no leniency for spam. I think you'll never get this domain reapproved, especially as long as you continue to reactivate those blog posts that are pure spam and nothing to do with Portuguese ceramics. It makes absolutely no sense, and I'm sorry to say it. You're entitled to your own opinion. You don't have to be sorry about that. The domain has not been banned. You can still find it. So I guess you mean by the subdirectory will never be reapproved. But let's see. I mean, the beauty about this is I'm doing it all in public and I'm showing you guys exactly what I'm doing. And just so you can replicate it, should this happen to you in the future. And just trying things out and letting you guys know. But the beauty about this situation is we'll know who's right and who's wrong at the end of the day. But all I know is with an extra 150K in my pocket from these affiliate posts, I'll take that. And that's it. I think I answered the first question for a long time. So maybe I'll answer them tomorrow during the live stream. And hope you guys have a great rest of your day. If you guys like today's episode, comment, rank, and rant for the YouTube algorithm. I'll see you guys tomorrow.